Here we are at Etosha National Park in Namibia. We just got here. Cost loads of money, but it should be really good. We're making a dinner of rice and sun-dried tomatoes, and we just made some steak over the barbecue. Here we are on our first day of safari. We got up right when the gates opened, and now we're sitting here at the first watering hole, and we can see hyenas, black-backed jackals, giraffes, zebras.
Oh, there's a hyena like right there. We're gonna do a little documentary Animal Planet moment right here. We're looking at a pack of about 10 or so hyenas, spotted hyenas. And the really cool thing about spotted hyenas, they actually currently are eating a kill. The hyenas, they hunt in packs in like coordinated attacks. So what they'll sometimes do in a herd is they'll like spread themselves out throughout a herd and like zero in on the weakest member all at once. I don't know how they do it, like start their attack. They're really, really smart and organized. And then the other thing that's really interesting is that it's basically a matriarchal society, and the females are the dominant sex here. Bless you. In front of us, we have a boatload of giraffes. And I think there's 3 younger ones, and I think they're play fighting.
This is the life. We got up at 6, looked at the animals for half the day. We go to each watering hole and you see if there's animals there, then you hang out with binoculars. And now we're at the pool in the middle of the day when it's super hot and there's no animals, and we're about to go back out right until dusk when they close the gates and go look at more animals.
We came out for an afternoon drive. Austin and I were told that this water hole had some good stuff at it, and we rushed over here. It's almost 6 o'clock, and we have to be back by 7:15. And look what we found. Elephants! It's a whole family herd. It looks like there's at least, I don't know, maybe 1 big male and a couple really little babies. Oh, there's a total of 17 elephants. The main herd is walking away. They had their bath and they're taking off. But this dude, the big guy, showed up, and there's actually a couple males. There's at least 1 big one with the group over there. Oh, now they're gonna go throw dust on themselves. Oh, you can't see it, but they're throwing like red dirt on themselves now that they're all wet. Oh my god. Why didn't you just get No. Oh my god. Well, I have an Austin on my lap now. So we're back from our first full day of exploring around Etosha Park, and it was nuts. We saw so many animals, a lot of birds, a lot of really cool birds. I'm finally getting Austin into birding.
Right before we were going to go back to our gate, and as we were driving back, we saw leopards.
The leopard was probably the coolest animal I have ever seen.
And then we saw
yeah,
branded mongoose.
These
and they
banded
were so
mongoose.
cute. They ran across the road in front of us, so we honked the horn and they flattened.
They, instead of running away, they just like went down and like froze, like flat on the ground. Oh my god.
They were the cutest thing ever.
Yeah, I don't know. It was such a good day. Good morning, Africa. Day 2 of safari in Etosha. And we got our beautiful sunrise, and we're the third person out the gate. I think we just hang out. Just let him go by. Or he's gonna, okay, I think he's just resting. He's just resting. It's okay. He's literally just like, shh. My hands are shaking. It got a little close.
Here we are in the largest salt pan in the world.
Etosha National Park. It's big. We can't even see, like at Lake Titicaca, we could barely see across. This In 3 directions, there's nothing.
Also, it's so hot. There's a mirage everywhere, and the mirage covers the horizon. Here we are in Etosha Park. Just wanted to show you around. Every morning we get up. First we make coffee on top of our propane tank. And then we always make some yogurt, which we stick in the cab. Then we take down our tent. And that's all we have to do to get ready. And usually we're out looking at animals right when the gate opens at 6:10. Today it's obviously not 6:10. Because we're stayed up late last night watching the animals at the watering hole, and we're slowly getting ready.
It is 11:22 in the morning, and we just had our last day in Etosha National Park. It was a good day. We saw 6 lions, and we didn't even have to wake up early to go see them. There were a couple males, 1 female, and 2 little cubs. We are on our way to Toshari Lodge, which is only about a half-hour drive outside the park.
We just wanted to give an overview of where we were in Etosha Park.
So we started out driving from the southeast up to Namibia campsite. This was the first campsite that we stayed at, and there's a really high concentration of good watering holes here, both man-made and natural. So we ended up staying here for 2 nights. We got here in the evening, so we just set up camp, went to bed, checked out the lit watering hole at night, and then we got up early in the morning so that we'd be out the gates by the time that they opened at 6:15, 6:10. And we hit up all these water holes, kind of these in the morning, and then took a break, went to the pool, and then in the afternoon went back out around here and up to here where we saw the elephant, our first big pack of elephants. And then on our way down is when we saw the leopard, which was great. After Namibia, our second night here, we woke up early. This time we were the 3rd person out the gate. And we drove along this road, hitting up the water holes on the way, all the way to Halali campsite, where again in the afternoon we took a break at the pool and then went back out to see some of the watering holes. We think this place actually had the best lit watering hole at night.
That's the night where we saw 2 rhinos. And then a giant flock of elephants came in, took over, and there was the cutest, tiniest little baby elephant.
Yes.
And we have no video and no photos because it was so dark.
Yes. So this was definitely the best watering hole at night. And then the next morning we woke up early, hit up a couple of these on the way to Okawiju. We still don't know how to say that right. Where we hung out for the afternoon, went out for a short drive out to this area, came back, slept in the next morning because we were beat after 3 full days of getting up. And we made it up to here, Okandeka, and in this area was where we saw 6 lions before heading out to the Anderson Gate where we exited.